This Mazda creator.
Let's take a look. That's she right there.
Yeah, that's
Oh, she got something under her belt for
you
sure.
can just send us stuff.
I should piece that shit together for you.
Yeah.
That shit talk. Oh, shit. They get to it, man.
My door.
Alright, what's up, y'all? So we got an episode, the first episode ever of In Element, and I got my brother Jahson right here. Great designer from Birmingham, Alabama. In D.C. right now, but you know what I'm saying, he gonna be moving around, different stuff like that. But definitely somebody that I find inspiration in since I was in high school, fam. And so really seeing both of us growing together and just seeing the accomplishments and stuff that you have under your belt. You just completed your first fashion show. Tell them a little bit about yourself and your upbringing.
I was born in Washington D.C, but I migrated to Birmingham, Alabama when I was 2 years old. So I have no inspiration from D.C. I understand the culture though.
Yeah.
Both of my parents were that. I grew up in Birmingham. That's where my inspiration comes from. Southern hip hop, Weezy. I grew up on Weezy, Tyler the Creator.
That's all.
I got an older brother, so I was plugged in with the music. He was in high school.
Yeah.
So I done gained most of my inspiration from Southern hip hop, skate culture. I ain't started getting into fashion until about 11 years old, but I always was around it. Like most of my parents fly.
Yeah.
They great people. I done heard a lot of stories about it.
What was like that one moment that really made you be like, dang, like I really do like clothes? Just like the simple feeling, because I feel like everybody have that that's in that fashion world. Like, what was that moment?
I started out with shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
So I grew up wearing uniform. I've been trying to have the fly shoes. I always wanted to be different.
Got to.
I was wearing Vans when Weezy was promoting Vans. But that moment really was when I went to 11th grade. They let us be out of uniform permanently in my high school. So it was my chance to go crazy.
Yeah.
Fashion my favorite form of expression.
Yeah.
So that's my way of expressing myself, I just got fly that whole year. I won best dressed.
That'd be a good ass feeling right there. For
Yeah,
sure.
it was smooth. It really, that time in my life really inspired me to create costume too.
For sure, because that's the brand.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, as far as costume and how it started, did you see it? Where did you see the direction from when you first started to now?
So, starting now, I was a streetwear geek. Yeah, it was crazy. I was on cream. I couldn't really afford it at the time growing up. Where I was on cream heavy, reload, like that time, 2015, 2016.
Yeah,
I was locked in on streetwear.
Yeah.
So that was my vision for country. I wanted to be like those people who ran those brands. I love Supreme, as I said.
Yeah.
A$AP Bari.
He on the show.
He was a big inspiration. Like when I was first starting out, I was rocking V-Long at that time. I had got my first job. I started making my first money, and I started gaining access to those pieces that I always wanted. But I started out in streetwear, and as I've grown,
do you think your brother had an impact on that too, though? Like the streetwear aspect too, or what? What most music?
In a way, he was more music, but he got me in the shoes. He got me in the shoes.
Yeah.
But as I've grown, I fell in love with luxury fashion. My parents always loved luxury fashion. Like, I grew up around vintage LV. My granny, she always had the LV, you know.
Yeah. I didn't know how they stack up on it too, but
for real. I grew up seeing vintage LV. I didn't know what it was at the time, but as I've grown, I've learned what it was, and I done fell in love with luxury fashion. I done did my own research and stuff like that.
Yeah. Transitioning to the luxury fashion, because you did a good job on your own from going from the streetwear to the luxury. Like, it takes a lot to want to touch the pieces on your own. But you inspired me to even turn on the sewing machine for real. Because I saw you move to D.C. I saw you take the sewing classes. How did you feel in moving to D.C. from, like you said, Birmingham? You get back.
So it was tough. It was the hardest decision I ever made in my life, because my mom still lived here, but she knew it was for the greater good.
I ain't know that.
And I told her, like, yes, I'm on a mission. She knew I was on a mission. I need to be closer to New York, and that was a tough time. Like, I was torn for months making a decision. I was just like, man, forget it. I'm about to lock in. I'm about to really make that move. And it was the best decision I made in my whole life.
Yeah.
And it was the hardest as well.
Yeah, so my brand is about mental health. And as far as then versus now, you really feel like it did pay off though and moving? Like, what did you have to overcome in that time?
Separation. Separation was a big thing. Separation anxiety.
Okay.
Like, I ain't even gonna cap. Like, I cried when I left. Like, I said, that's real though, bro. I feel like I left a lot behind. I got a lot of family and friends back.
Yeah.
They support me. I got a huge support system from my parents. They my top two, man. They gonna ride to the end always. But I got a lot of other people behind me too. And shout out all y'all. I love y'all to death.
Yeah.
But they really, it was just everybody around me.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good people in my life.
So from what I know, you moved to D.C. and is that where you started? So I was still on the same thing with him when I first moved up. I was on streetwear heavy. Yes.
But, like, man, I grew as a person a lot, especially out of my comfort zone like that. So it took me a year to really get the luxury. I mean, that's another thing. Up there, you got more access.
Yeah.
So I was able to go to malls and really go in the stores and touch these Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga garments and stuff like that.
To give y'all context, bro, like, we barely even have screen printers down here, man, for real. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough.
And then he stayed in Bessemer. So Bessemer, like, from the city, what it's like 30, 40? Depending on where you at, you know what I'm saying? But my bad, I ain't even go ahead, though.
You are, but, man, I got more access to really get inspiration from touching these garments. I started to research designers more.
Yeah.
Shout out for real, man. He doing this thing at Louis V, man. It's just great. It makes me happy to see black people to be able to be in these spaces.
Yeah, bro.
Like, cause Virgil, he paid away. He did a lot. For real, he been a pioneer. Ye too.
Yeah.
They definitely
gotta give it to Ye.
Man, I don't respect them.
For sure.
But yeah, man, that's what got me in the luxury, just being around it more. Being able to go out and see these garments and feel the vibe of the store. Because being inside a Louis Vuitton store isn't the same as being inside of your regular resale shop. Yeah. Like, it's a whole different vibe. You got the security at the door. You feel a certain level of elegance that they bring their companies up to.
And they do that on purpose.
It's amazing, man. I've learned a lot.
And my biggest thing, and I try to just kind of keep this to myself whenever I feel overwhelmed or, different shit, but bro, you really don't know if you just don't know. So like, you wouldn't know what high-end pieces felt like if you don't go in and touch it. I can see it all day and know that, dang, they really got it on from, like I said, Ye, Pharrell, Virgil, like, damn, like, them look like some high-end pieces. But you don't know till you go in and feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That craftsmanship is everything for real.
So we got a little challenge portion, a little something for you. I just want to ask you, what is your super designer? So I need you to pick 3 designers, and what would you got to mix them into one. You know what I'm saying? Who would be your 3 people that you do that for?
So, my 3. First, we got to start out with Martin Margiela. A lot of people don't know, that's my favorite designer. We got V, Virgil, you got to add him in there. Got streetwear pioneer. And you Saint Laurent.
In your element, like, what is that for you? Like, what is that for you? What creates that piece?
So, it's just the environment, the aura of these places. Like, these like soon and stuff. I mean, I can turn up too, but I prefer a soothing vibe, a chill vibe, stuff like that. But another thing about my element, you asked about comfortability. It makes you comfortable.
Yes.
Being uncomfortable makes me kinda
It make me go harder. When I get comfortable, I have lazy tendencies and stuff like that. That's not me. So like, me moving, for example, putting myself in a uncomfortable position, and greatness came out of it.
That shit turned you up. Sure. He was already turned up. So
Wearing that.
sending closing words, yeah, throwing thing out there, tell your mama, hey, whatever.
What's up, Mom? What's up, Pop? Alright, so check this out. The brand,
Yeah.
KUNSHU official on Instagram. Kushu.
For sure.
That means monarch in Japanese. I put a lot of thought into the name. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little background on that.
Yeah.
So, my original logo is a butterfly with one living side, a monarch butterfly, and the other side was like a butterfly, a dead butterfly, but bones. And it was a crown to represent the monarchy, the parliament, stuff like that, kings and queens. But I chose that name because I lost somebody super special to me early in life, my grandmother, with my mom's side. Her favorite creature was the monarch butterfly. So on my original logo, I had the monarch butterfly wing as the living side. You paying homage to her life and stuff like that. But that was my thought process behind picking the name.
That's deep. Oh, yeah. And that's some shit I never knew.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. When I explain it to people and break it down, they like, man, that's really, I can tell you passionate.
Yeah. I appreciate you as always, bro. This is not going to be the last time we chop it up.
Jet 100.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Next time we got to be in New York or something.
Nah, for sure. But shit, I know bro ain't nothing but it takes away. And vice versa. Shit. Let's get back to it.
All right.
Oh, yeah.